Hello and welcome to my kitchen and my channel. Today I'm going to be preparing Albanian dish, which is corn cakes. We're going to start with 4 eggs, room temperature here. And it's very simple dish, which we fry the corn cakes. You could bake them. There's a way to bake them too. We're using today a frying, so we're gonna start with just simple 4 eggs, whisking them well here. To this we're gonna put a cup of sour cream, a whole cup of sour cream. Mix this well till it's nice and incorporated. We're gonna put a cup and a half of vegetable oil. So we're gonna put a tablespoon of salt. Then we have a tablespoon of baking powder here. To this, we're gonna chop some green onions, just the green parts of it. Just snip them. You could chop them by just using scissors, it's very easy. And just the smallest little pieces, if you can just chop them, or gives a nice color to the corn cakes. Also, they taste good with it. The combination of both are delicious. Just snap them all away. Just some green scallions here. A couple of them. So this, we're gonna crumble some feta cheese. About a cup and a half of crumbled feta cheese. You could buy it block, or you could buy just crumbled fetas. So we're gonna start mixing this by hand. Just make sure it's not too chunky, just enough to have texture. Wash my hands. We're gonna start adding our cornmeal. Our cornmeal is gonna be eyeballed, because the more the cornmeal stays, it swells up. So we're gonna eyeball this, about a cup in there. So you gotta put this gradually till we form a dough. To this, we can't leave it too thick, too dense. We're gonna put a cup of plain flour as well. To this, let's move all this. So cup of cornmeal, cup of flour, till we make sure it's incorporated well. So we're gonna put more cornmeal. Also another cup. Just make sure this has to stay 5 minutes on your counter to see the thickness. Once the cornmeal swells up in there, just let it stay for 5 minutes. Come back to it. You check the thickness, the density. Hello and welcome if you're new to this channel. And I'm making corn cakes with green scallions, crumbled feta. This is, we want our dough to be more thicker, so we're gonna we're just eyeballing it. So far I put 2 cups of cornmeal and 1 cup of plain flour. So we want to put more. Keep putting till your dough is. So our container is 24 ounce. I put a 16 ounce of it. Half of the container of a cornmeal, white cornmeal I'm using. You can use yellow cornmeal, whichever you have in your pantry. So our density looks good. So I'm going to put some on our working board here. Just work your dough. Till you're able to roll it and cut it. You can make different shapes, cut it into strips, cut it into rounds, cookie cutter with your pizza cutter, any which way. It doesn't have to be the same shape. And it's very quick meal. You can make it as a snack, you can make it as a side dish. Make it as for game nights with some sour cream dip. Work your dough. Now that our dough is done, you do is roll it about 1/2 inch thick. See all that beautiful green scallions. Goes fairly quick. I have my frying pan heating up. We put vegetable oil. Just use a jar cap. Start cutting them. That's how they look. You can make them different shape. Just throw them in your hot oil. They'll start to poof up. They fry very quick. One more here. By moving your pan your corn cakes will swell up and they become nice and fluffy. So to this, you can make strips. There goes my corn cakes, ready to be consumed. Nice and crunchy, and they don't even soak up any oil, and they're delicious with feta cheese inside. And hope you enjoyed the video. These are my corn cakes with green scallions. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and like. Till next time, ciao.